Hello, welcome back. So today we're going to take on section 4, which goes from Primm, Nevada to Furnace Creek, California, which is in Death Valley. Now, there's a good chance there's going to be some deep sand in the Ibex sand dunes, and hopefully, on top of that, we get to have some fun. We'll hit the China date farm and stop in Tacopa. We're going to see the Coliseum mine, and it's all part of going on the deal of riding the toughest BDR that's out to date and doing it solo by yourself. There's not supposed to be any more wind, so hopefully it stays that way. And I'm really looking forward to it. Right now, sun just got over the mountain and it's like low 30s out right now. So I'm gonna go have some breakfast, let it warm up a little bit, load the bike up, and head out of here, start our day.
So we are here just getting off the freeway, starting section 4, going past the big solar array, which is just amazing to look at because I don't know if you can see it on the camera here, but there's that haze coming from those big reflector mirrors. It's supposed to, I guess, intensify the sun. And when I first saw it, it was just kind of mind-boggling what you see. I couldn't hardly believe it myself. So we just made it up the steep climb up to the Coliseum mine, and I gotta say, going up it was technical, and I don't know how it was before, but they just bladed it, and so with this fresh blading and stuff, everything was loose on top. Like there was not a good hard path to take. And it's kind of what we're looking at right now. It was like that, but this isn't bad. It's just first gear, keep the throttle at an even pace, look up ahead of where you're at, don't look down in front of your front tire and pick out a line. Because sometimes you're looking straight down, you're not focusing on where you want to go, and then you look up and you're in a line that goes to a bad area. That's not fun. So, that's the other thing. Going up technical climbs like that, just set in at an even pace. Don't try and speed up. Don't slow down. Just try and keep your momentum going evenly, and it'll work out just fine for you. And I'm running my tires up a little bit too. I got them at 28, 29 pounds because being out here by myself, that's the last thing I want to do is have a pinch flat in the middle of nowhere on a hillside.
Well, we've just seen the mine. Made it up the hill, and like I was saying, it was just freshly bladed, so that makes it a little more difficult in my book because there's no definitive line. You don't see where exactly you're gonna go, but I don't know what it was like before. There could have been some rain ruts. It could have been really rutted out bad. So the hill up here is not that bad as long as you keep a consistent throttle. Don't, just wide open up it, but keep your momentum going. That makes all the difference in the world. You can get up here without any issues. Up here it is a little cold right now. The mountains across from me still have snow on them. A little bit, not a lot, but It's a little too cold for my liking, so let's get on the trail and head down to a little lower elevation where maybe it's warm.
Looks like an old mill, maybe, where they would wash the ore and whatnot. Sluice. There's that power cord again.
This is what I love to see, the old mining remnants, you know, old historical sites. I love seeing these kinds of things. And so just back up the way was the mill, and now this must have been a bunkhouse or like the I guess, what do you want to call it, the galley. But I love coming across things like this on the trail. It's a lot of fun. We're going down that sand wash still some more. So let's see where it takes us.
It's almost like the Badlands out here, riding by here in the middle of California. It's very surprising. Never thought of anything being like that quite out here, but I think, well, I could find dinosaur bones. Then again, why not? I'm not a paleontologist. I know nothing. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. That is something to see. All the way out here, a homestead. That's crazy.
Here we are at the China Ranch Date Farm. I just got done having one of my shakes, and that was really good. And just kind of taking a break here. I think I'm going to go to Tacopa and have lunch. It's only like 1 o'clock, something like that. I hope it's only 1 o'clock. If it isn't, that'd be really bad, but let's see here. Kind of wait for the bike to start up and tell me. And it's 1:11. So yeah, I'm gonna ride down to Tacopa. It's a beautiful place around me though. It's kind of hard to see because it's so bright out right now, but beautiful place, got a neat little store. I love coming by places like this that have these little relics of Americana in the past and that. And the China Ranch certainly isn't short on that. They got a nice seating area. A nice cozy apartment. You can sleep and eat, but you gotta go outside and use the restroom.
Well, we're saying so long to the China Ranch Date Farm, and we're heading back out. It's a beautiful canyon down in here. There, we're entering Death Valley National Park on the other side of that line. Well, I've already ran into a couple of silt little looking deals, not anything to be worried about at that point, but if it's doing it up here, it might be a little sandy down there, so we'll just have to wait and see. I had no wind the whole morning. Now, as you can maybe hear, it's pretty windy, but I don't care. I just want to get into camp. Hopefully there's a camp spot. If there's no camp spot, then I'm really up the creek, because I left Tacopa, went there. I'm still kind of full from that date shake, and I looked at it, it was already 2 o'clock because trying to fart around with the last drone sequence really got me frustrated. I wasted about 30 minutes screwing around trying to get one good shot. Hopefully I did. I guess if I did, it'll come out, right? So, I already saw the Dumont dunes, and I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. And that looks like the Ibex dunes right there. And I still don't want none of that. So, we'll see here what happens next. Alright, so how we're going to do this, it's going to come and go, that deep sand, and just keeping your feet in front of the pegs. You know, if you got to dab it, like right here, keeping it going, like that. Keep working on it. This would help turn the traction control off, because it's only to right there, and I know that's the worst of it, you know. So if I had to say one thing about overall the riding today, it's the day of straight roads. They go on forever and ever. It started with the Powerline Road when where was I at? Can't even remember that. After I left Prim and I went over Coliseum, got down there, and then it was Powerline Road. That went on forever, and it was rough. Like, it wasn't just, you think stuff was going to fall off my bike. That's how rough it was. And then, same thing. Once you get to down there, the section, I don't know, going to Tacoma Peak. You get through the most part of that, and then you get to the other end, and the next thing you know, it's just this long road that goes on and on and on and on. And then you finally end up at the China Ranch. And now here we are in Death Valley on another seemingly endless road. There is a bend or two in it, but for the most part, it's just long, rough. My bike's rattling apart, and I'm ready to be on to the next piece of it. I'm kind of tired of these long straight roads where it's like it's just kind of mind-numbing. Either you gotta go really slow because your bike's gonna rip apart because of the rocks, or you're just sitting there staring down the line miles going, where does it stop? But besides that, it's great. It's a lot of fun. Fun deal.